Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Domata Peko. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 35 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they... get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go to... on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down, Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This one complete to Ingram. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson now. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squid kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Fournette on the counter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run it again with Fournette.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Minshew throwing on third down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson stepping up. He'll try and run. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 36 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, defense.
Ready.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Minshew, and that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And an alley to run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Jackson from the shotgun. Past the 20. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
There's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
70, Indy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew, man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 44 yards. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now it's Jackson. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, Phillies. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
Jackson on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. To try again after the sack. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
I could go on and on about Larry Fitzgerald and his numbers, which are considerable, and everyone knows that. The thing I keep coming back to, he never quits seeking knowledge. Every year, he works with former NFL players who were great wide receivers in order to improve his game, watches a ton of film, always curious, always finding a way to adapt and improve his game.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-zip. Pretty clean. Simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona, they're getting the ball back here, CD, but I want to talk about 2019 for them because I think really their season, if you had to give it one word, it might be meh. I mean, I
would disagree.
Well, to quote a former Cardinals coach, they were who we thought they were, right?
I thought they were better.
Did you?
Yeah, this is where you and I differ a little bit on it. I totally get it. When you look at the record of 5-10-1, there's not a lot there. I thought this team might win 3 games all year. So maybe I'm looking at it strictly with my perspective. But remember, they drafted Kyler Murray, and he was terrific. He might very well be the Rookie of the Year on the offensive side of the ball in the NFL. He did a nice job for them. On the defensive side, Chandler Jones is an all-pro, sacking quarterbacks and taking down running backs. A big think there's something to build on with this team, even though they're in a really difficult division, because the Rams went to the Super Bowl last season, didn't make the playoffs this year. San Francisco and Seattle ran away with the division. But this Arizona team, more weapons around Kyler Murray. Let's see how it turns out in 2020. I thought they were a little bit better than expected.
And CD, maybe they found something in Kenyon Drake. They pick him up in, weeks 15 and 16, 137, 166 yards, 6 touchdowns between those 2 games. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. 21-0 our score after 1. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Murray with a 3rd and long. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again. We get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. From the 27, Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third and long. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to sling the... And this is caught inside the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw on second and 10. Murray going deep for his tight end Clay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are... in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We got this.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around. It got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a big...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They can't stop him. They cannot.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Taken in at the 22. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Here we go. Check 50. Check 50. That's it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Screenplay, Johnson. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Murray, and he's got Fitzgerald. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Murray, and he finds Fitzgerald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd and 5. Murray to air it out again. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard.